Hello, everyone. Welcome to faithbridgeTV, building bridges between faith. Today, we will talk about one of the most important people in both Christianity and Islam, Jesus, or Isa عليه السلام in Arabic. Many people are surprised when they learn how much Muslims love and respect Jesus. In this video, we'll explore his miraculous birth and the miracles he performed, and what Islam teaches about him, and what Muslims believe about his return in the day of the judgment. The miraculous birth of Jesus. Muslims believe that the birth of Jesus is one of the greatest miracles in history. And Jesus was born to the Virgin Mary, or Maryam in Arabic. And according to Islam, Mary is a pure and a righteous woman chosen by God. And the angel informed her that she would have a son, even though no man had touched her. And this miracle is very important in Islam, but the Quran also reminds us of something very interesting. Jesus was not the only miraculous creation. God created Adam without a father and without a mother. But God created Eve from a father and without a mother. And God created Jesus with a mother but without a father, which this miracle shows that God has power of all things. As the Quran says, the example of Jesus before God is like that of Adam. He created him from dust, then said to him, "Be," and he was. There is a chapter in Quran named Maryam. Mary is one of the most honored women in Islam. She is described as pure and righteous, and she is the only woman mentioned by name in the Quran. And this shows her high status and great respect she holds in our religion. Jesus speaks as a newborn baby. After Jesus was born, Mary returned to her people carrying the baby, and the people were very shocked. They knew Mary as a pious and honorable woman, so they asked her, "Why and how could you do such a thing?" Instead of answering them directly, Mary pointed toward the baby Jesus, and the people became more confused. They said, "How can we speak to a baby in the cradle?" Then, by the permission of God, Jesus spoke. Even though he was only a newborn baby, he said, "Indeed, I am the servant of God. He has given me the scripture and made me a prophet." This was one of the first miracles of Jesus. Miracles of Jesus. Islam teaches that Jesus performed many miracles by the permission of God. The Quran mentions several of them. For example, Jesus healed the blind, he cured the sick, and he brought the dead back to life by God's permission, and he created the shape of birds from clay, then breathed into them, and they became living birds by the permission of God. These miracles were signs for the people, but Muslims believe that all miracles happen only through the power and the permission of God. Jesus himself was not worshipped in Islam. Instead, he is honored as one of the greatest prophets sent by God. Muslims believe that Allah sent many prophets throughout history, possibly hundreds. However, only 25 prophets are mentioned by name in the Quran. Among these 25, there are 5 special prophets known as Ulul Azm. Ulul Azm refers to the prophets of strong determination. In Islam, this term describes 5 prophets who showed great patience and strength while delivering God's message, especially when facing severe rejection and hardship. They are considered the highest ranking messengers because of their endurance and their global missions. The 5 prophets of Ulul Azm are Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. One of the major beliefs in Islam is that Jesus was not abandoned by God. Muslims believe that God raised Jesus to the heavens. Islam teaches that Jesus was not destroyed by his enemies. Instead, God saved him and raised him. This is why Muslims believe that Jesus will return before the day of the judgment. According to Islamic teachings, Jesus will return near the end of time. He will return as a just leader. He will defeat the Antichrist, known in Islam as Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, and he will restore justice and truth. Islamic narration also mention that Jesus will break the cross and end false ideas about him. He will rule with justice and follow the worship of one God. Muslims believe that after completing his mission on earth, Jesus will eventually die like every human being. And in the end, Muslims believers will pray the funeral prayer for him and bury him. Thank you for watching Faith Bridge TV. See you in the next video.